and how to actually use it for controlling your stream's audio. Let's start with how most people's audio is set up. You basically have OBS sending a single audio track to Twitch, which is eventually what your viewers hear. Your typical OBS setup will have two main audio sources. Your microphone is pretty self-explanatory. It's basically the thing that you make noises with your mouth into. And then you have this thing called desktop audio, and the way you can think of this is basically if you hear this in your headphones or your speakers, this is exactly what's going to be captured by desktop audio. In most cases, this is going to be the audio from all your programs, so from all the games that you're playing, Discord, Spotify, or anything you listen to music out of. All of those programs get combined down into a single audio source, which, as you can tell, is a problem because you as the streamer want to control what your viewers hear and what you hear individually. So we're gonna scrap this whole setup and replace it with something else. Imagine a big box, and this box has a bunch of inputs and a bunch of outputs. You can think of your inputs as things that you can plug into this box, and those could be physical things like a microphone, or they can be programs on your computer like Spotify or Discord. Those physical things are what's known as hardware input devices, and those programs are what's known as virtual input devices. And this box happens to have 3 hardware inputs and 2 virtual inputs. Now the outputs on this box are things that hear audio. So again, these could be physical things like speakers or headphones that sound actually comes out of, or these could be programs that listen to audio such as OBS. Now this box has a bunch of buttons on them which can control which inputs go to which outputs. For example, I can plug in my game audio into one of these virtual inputs, then use this box and tell it to output the audio to my headphones and to OBS. But if I'm listening to music, I can plug in Spotify into another virtual input and then tell the box to only output that audio to my headphones and not output to OBS. So basically, the box that allows us to do all this stuff, this is what Voicemeeter is. All it is software that you can plug audio devices into and then route it to other devices that will receive that audio. So does that give you guys a clear picture of what Voicemeeter does? Just say yes, Gavin, okay? Because I never want to do diagrams like that ever again in my entire life. So let's actually get into installing Voicemeeter. So I've left a link in the description box down below for where you can actually find the install. You'll notice that there's 3 different variants of Voicemeeter. There's Voicemeeter regular, Voicemeeter banana, and Voicemeeter potato. And they're basically all the same. The main difference is that they just have a different number of inputs and outputs. We're gonna go with Voicemeeter banana because Voicemeeter potato has the most inputs and outputs, but it also costs money. You're also going to want to install VB cable virtual audio device. I haven't told you what this is for yet, but this is going to make sense in a little bit. By the way, I should have mentioned at the start of this video that this video is for Windows only. So if you're using a Mac, you just got pranked.